get to the water, you need to walk, you need to do all of these things. But when I got in the hospital, they're like, nah, you need to lay in this bed so we can monitor you. We can't take the baby monitor off of you. We need to, monitor you from this bed. And it was just, I was like, y'all messing up my tactics here. I had all these plans on how I was going to get this baby out and how I was going to have this natural birth. It just, I will say that I don't think that things ever go exactly as you plan them, but for something to go so far left and I felt like so unnecessarily, it's still something I'm still kind of, traumatized by. But again, he's here, he's perfect, so we're trying to move on.
You want another son?
I would like a daughter.
A daughter.
Yeah. I don't know why people say girls are harder. I mean, if you ask my mom, I was the easier child. Okay. I mean, I'm telling you, she said I was perfect. You can interview her, and she'll tell you the same thing. But yeah, I would like a little girl. It's kind of like a little mini me.
What are your hopes
for? I could do a hair and all these natural styles.
Okay, shoot. And then send me some best practices so I can figure out what to do with my own. Nicole told me to do
if you look at some of my pictures from right after I had my son, well, maybe in his 3rd or 4th month, you'll see that I was rocking this little sort of, girl, it was a comb over, okay? I was trying to cover up the balls. I was trying to work with it, but it was essentially a comb over because I'm telling you, all that was gone, just gone. So you'll see, it was like trying to have a little bang right there. I got it pinned up. It was a comb over.
Not the bang, not the combed over bang.
Yeah, I mean, it's not obvious because, I know how to do my hair and make it look cute, but it was essentially a comb over.
You are someone that is, would you consider yourself kind of free-spirited?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Me either. And I really think that it's one of those things that could be interpreted a lot of ways. And I kind of interpret it as an energy. Okay. That's why it was so interesting to me that the way that I've defined introvert, that you consider yourself to be one, but then you really, if you look introversion up, it's a lot of different definitions of that. Yeah. And I guess that when I say free-spirited, I mean a certain level of open-mindedness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going with that, open-mindedness. Would you consider yourself one?
Absolutely, man. I mean, I feel like free-spirited, people throw that word around, and I don't know, to some people it means that you just like having lots of sex and you don't have no goals or ambitions.
Right.
I don't think so. But, for your definition, open-minded, then yes, I will say that. I am free-spirited then.
And free-spirited, when I say open-minded too, and how you relate to people as well. You know what I mean? The word I'm looking for, I guess, is accepting.
Yeah. I think, I just like, I call people what they want to be called, and I mind my business. That's just it. Right. I don't care about, who you're having sex with. I don't care about what you put on your body. I don't care about which pronouns you want to use. That's you. Do you. It doesn't affect me. As long as you can move through this world, not hurting yourself, not hurting anyone else, boom, done. I'm okay with it. Because I want to be given that same grace and tolerance. I mind my business, you mind yours, and we can be cool.
Tolerance. That was the word that I was looking for.
Oh, tolerance, yeah.
tolerance, and somehow I saw it as synonymous with free spirit for some reason. I have no idea why, but tolerance is where it's going.
I mean, I would guess you would have to be a tolerant person, someone who allows other people to be their authentic selves around you, for you to be a free-spirited person, yeah.
And where I'm leading this is, what are your feelings about the state of the world right now?
It's sort of depressing, especially having a new baby, and it's like, this is what you're inheriting from us. But also with having a new baby, it's like, well, you could be a game changer. You could be someone to change the world. You could be someone who, you know, makes it immensely better. I mean, he already has just by being here. But man, like when I went to South Africa, that's all anybody wanted to talk about was like our president. How did y'all vote him in? And how do you feel about that? I'm like, it wasn't me. Black women did our jobs. We did what we were supposed to do. And yeah, it was, I used to try so hard to be informed and watch the news and read the articles. But now I feel like for my self-care, like I don't even like looking at Donald Trump. I don't like hearing his voice. I don't like talking about him. I don't read the articles. And to have so many of my close friends, because like I said, I went to school in D.C., so I know a lot of people who work for the government who are feeling the repercussions of this already, who are not getting paid. Like my friends, I was on the phone in a group chat with my friends, and they were like, well, you know, talking about all of their options. It's like, well, maybe I can get a part-time job. Maybe I can take out a loan, but we're not sure if we're going to be getting back pay, so that'll just be more debt. And maybe I can defer my student loans, and, you know, maybe I can get a roommate. Maybe I could, because nobody knows how long it's going to last. So everyone's trying to think about, like, worst case scenario, what can I do? So it hasn't impacted me personally yet, but I do know a lot of people on a close personal level who are feeling it already. And one of my friends, she works in contracts, so they aren't furloughed yet, but the budget is only going to last for even some of the essential agencies until February 9th. Right. So, like, all of this over a wall, and then I was just scrolling on Facebook that the prototype for this wall that he wants to build, they were able to cut through that with a saw. It's like, it's not even it's not even strong, because first he was like, it's going to be cement. And we're like, nah, you ain't get no cement wall. Well, then we can do steel. Well, they just cut through the steel with a saw. So, and I mean, boats are a thing. Airplanes are a thing. Right. If people are intent on getting here, they going to get here. Exactly. And I mean, you had the Berlin Wall, Great Wall of China. Do walls work?
Nah.
I mean, I don't get it. But, so the state of our